Now, just how much of a role do teachers play or have in growing the economy of our country? World Youth Skills Day is coming on Saturday, and we're asked to realize just how much. The head of school achievement at Spark School says that developing future leaders begins with nurturing young children now. According to the United Nations, the objective of World Youth Skills Day is to celebrate the strategic importance of equipping young people with skills for employment, decent work and entrepreneurship. Nkazimulo Zitha says teachers are the key to preparing youths for this kind of bright future. She joins me now virtually to discuss this further. Nkazimulo, thank you very much for your time here on eNCA. Let's just start with, how your statement started with teachers being the future of, or part of, fixing our economy. But looking at South Africa and how the job of a teacher is treated here, it's treated as if it's something very small, from payment, etc. How do we get people interested in becoming teachers, especially today's youth?
Thank you for that question. I fully agree with you that the teaching job for me is a thankless job. However, it is really, really a critical, profession, that contributes massively to the economy. We know that teachers are at the backbone of all other professions. And if we are investing in teachers, we are definitely increasing the productivity in the various sectors. We are expanding our job opportunities. We are expanding, innovative ways in which we can solve for the multiple complex challenges that the world, faces today. And yeah, I hear you when you say maybe the treatment of the profession may not be what it linked to its importance. However, that shouldn't really stop us from, doing the work, the critical work that teachers actually have in today's economy.
Because it's about appreciation as well. Teachers, especially recently, haven't really been feeling appreciated. And I mean, if you look at Spark schools, it's a whole different story. If you look at a public school in somewhere in the Eastern Cape or Limpopo, for instance.
Yes, so our approach obviously at Spark Schools is slightly different. I think we really are a resilient group of schools. We understand that the work that we do has impact on a large number, of young people. For example, we currently serve about 15,000 scholars across our 24 schools in the country. And however, we also understand that, young people that we actually employ are really critical in driving, the work that we do. If we are to really transform, our country, we really need to ensure that we are, shaping the society in ways, that are transformative, in ways that really show that we are really investing in the youth and the young people, which are, are our future.
Talk to me about the supply and demand, disparities in the education system in South Africa.
Yeah, so there's plenty of research out there in terms of obviously global trends, around teacher supply and demand. And Africa and South Africa are not exempt from that particular research, where we are really seeing, a shortage of teachers or young people investing in the teaching profession. However, at Spark, that's really what we're thriving for. We really invite young people, to come into the profession and see that value. And for us, like I said, it's a calling, it's a service, to your country, and together, creating that kind of a country that we would want our children to live in one day. So it's a massive challenge, yes. However, I think there are really great opportunities to kind of reinvigorate the interest of young people into this, teaching profession. And at Spark, we really are very big on, helping the young people see that there is value in being a teacher and really contributing to the society at large.
How important is the recruitment process when it comes to teachers in, helping us with how dire our economy is at the moment?
Yeah, so recruitment obviously becomes challenging if you look at the whole dynamics around supply and demand of teachers. And I think for us, really seizing the opportunities that technology, grants us with in the kind of recruitment process has really been something that is quite helpful from the time, like that we, advertise our posts, and then at the same time, how we shortlist, how we interview. I think for me, technology really and artificial intelligence can really play a critical role, which is something that Spark is really, exploring. So yeah, and I think for me, there's also obviously during the recruitment process to also help individuals that may not make it, to that particular job by equipping them with the skills, that they may need to be successful. Also, for instance, like we incorporate extensive feedback, to candidates that may not have been successful to join our organization, because the work that
Yeah.
we do is not just for the organization, but for the country.
All right. Well, Nkazimulo Zitha, she's from Spark Schools. Thank you so much for your time here on eNCA.